Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel where I share real talk advice on living a fulfilling life. I'm Charlie Munger and I've crossed the 50 mark myself a few years ago. Let me tell you, it's a wake-up call. Time feels different now. More precious, more urgent. I've spent decades building my career, raising a family, and chasing what I thought mattered. But along the way, I've learned some hard truths about what really counts as we age. I don't want you to hit your later years with regrets like I almost did. That's why today, I'm sharing my 3 crucial moves that everyone over 50 should make before it's too late. These aren't just theories. They're based on my own experiences, mistakes, and triumphs. They'll help you build wisdom, find peace, and live without what-ifs. Stick around, because I'll break each one down with stories from my life, practical tips, and why it matters now more than ever. Let's get into it. Move 1. First move. Do the things that truly light me up, and don't wait another day. I can't stress this enough. Back when I was in my 40s, I had this dream of traveling to Europe, exploring historic cities, and just soaking in the culture. But life got in the way. Work deadlines, kids' activities, you name it. I kept saying, next year. Well, next year turned into a decade, and by the time I hit 50, I realized my energy wasn't the same. But I finally booked that trip to Italy last year, and it changed everything. Walking those cobblestone streets in Rome, tasting authentic pasta, it reignited my soul. If you're over 50 like me, you've got wisdom and maybe more financial freedom than ever. Use it. Don't let dreams gather dust. Maybe for you, it's learning to play guitar, starting a garden, or writing that memoir about your life stories. I started journaling my thoughts every morning, and it's become my therapy. Why now? Because as I get older, I see how quickly health can change. A friend of mine waited too long to hike the Appalachian Trail, and now arthritis has made it impossible. My advice: make a list today. Pick one dream, break it into steps, and start. You'll feel alive again, and trust me, it spills over into every part of your life. Better relationships, more joy. No more regrets about the roads not taken. Second move. I make it a point to learn something new every single day. It's kept my mind sharp and my days exciting. I remember hitting a rut in my mid-50s, same routine, feeling stuck. Then I picked up a book on psychology, and it sparked a chain reaction. I enrolled in an online course on history, started listening to podcasts during my walks, and even learned basic coding just for fun. Now, at your age, I feel more mentally agile than I did at 40. Over 50, our brains can still form new connections. Science backs it up. But you have to feed it. I read for at least 30 minutes before bed, focusing on biographies, science, or even philosophy. It helps me make better decisions in my business and personal life. For example, learning about mindfulness transformed how I handle stress. No more late-night worries. Practical tips from my routine. Join a local class or use apps like Coursera or Khan Academy. Discuss what you learn with friends or family. It deepens the knowledge. I started a small book club with my neighbors, and it's become a highlight of my week. And let's talk benefits. It wards off cognitive decline, boosts confidence, and gives purpose. I've avoided the boredom that plagues so many retirees. If I hadn't committed to this, I'd be scrolling mindlessly instead of growing. Start small. One article, one video, and watch how it compounds into a richer life. Third move. I actively avoid stupidity, drama, and anything that drains my energy. It's my shield for a happy, healthy life. In my younger days, I chased every opportunity, even risky ones, and got tangled in unnecessary conflicts at work. It cost me sleep, relationships, and peace. Now, over 50, I've learned to say no. I steer clear of toxic people. You know, the ones who thrive on gossip or negativity. Instead, I surround myself with reliable friends who lift me up. What does this look like in practice? I avoid debt like the plague, paid off my mortgage early and live within my means. No more impulse buys that lead to regret. I let go of grudges. Holding on to them only hurts me. For instance, I reconciled with an old colleague after years of silence, and it freed up so much mental space. Over 50, our recovery from stress is slower, so protecting peace is key. Focus on steady habits. Exercise, eat well, and prioritize sleep. I meditate for 10 minutes daily. It's my reset button. Build a legacy of kindness. Be the person others remember for wisdom, not drama. By avoiding these pitfalls, I've created a calm foundation. My health is better, my family closer, and I sleep soundly knowing I've lived intentionally. If I'd ignored this, I'd be exhausted and bitter. Make this move. Your future self will thank you. Phew, that was a deep dive into my 3 moves for anyone over 50. Pursue your dreams without delay. Learn daily to stay sharp, and avoid drama to protect your peace. These have transformed my life, pulling me from routine to real fulfillment. I hope this inspires you to act. What's one move you'll tackle first? Share in the comments. I love hearing your stories and reply to as many as I can. If this hit home, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more personal insights, and hit the bell so you don't miss out. Thanks for spending time with me today. Remember, it's never too late to make these changes. Live your best life. See you next time.